Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Wednesday evening. Hope you're having a lovely week. Nice flowing practice today, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. And it's a kind of all over practice. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So let us begin in a seated position, making yourself nice and comfortable. Closing your eyes. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. And just bringing yourself to your mat. Focusing on your seat bones, having equal weight on both seat bones. And then thinking about sitting up as tall as you possibly can, lengthening through that spine, opening it up. As though there's a string coming from the crown of your head, just helping to fully open you out. Keeping the shoulders soft, releasing any tension, but staying tall. And then letting your attention go to your breath. Inhaling through your nose into your belly. Deepen the inhale. And then sigh it out. Allow the whole body to soften. And again, inhaling. Inhaling a little more. Extending the body and then sighing it out. One more time. Inhaling as deep as you can into your belly and sigh it out. Coming back to that open, long, seated position. And let your breath now get into a nice rhythm as you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause. And then exhale through your nose. Taking 2 more breaths like this, just extending that exhale. And then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and let's take a twist to the left. So using your right hand on your left thigh to just encourage that twist, keeping the length in the spine, that openness you created, keeping that as you bring the nice twist in. And then momentarily coming back to the center, let that right leg come out long as you step the left leg across and using the elbow against that left knee, again taking in a deeper stretch, keeping that right foot flexed. One more breath here. And then coming back to the center and open those legs out nice and wide, keeping the feet flexed as you fold forward. If you're up on a block, you might want to pop down off it. And folding forward here, feeling that stretch on the inside of the thighs, listening to your body. Let's not overdo it at this point of the practice. Let your breath help you. And then making your way back up to sit. Draw that right foot in against the left thigh. And let's again fold forward here. And making your way back up. Let the left hand come down onto the shin of that left leg, raising the right arm up. And let's take a bend towards this left foot, but keeping that chest looking upwards. So you feel a really nice stretch on the right side of the body. And making your way back up again as we once again take a twist, this time to the right. Letting that breath help you, keeping the length in the spine. And then coming back to center as you lengthen out that left leg, cross the right leg over it, and once again using the elbow against that right leg, take the twist. And back to the center, and again opening those legs out, folding forward here. Seeing, can you get a little bit deeper this time? And drawing up as you bring this left foot up to the right thigh, keeping that right foot flexed and folding forward here. And then making your way up, bringing that right hand onto the right shin as you raise the left arm up and take your bend here towards the right. Feeling that stretch in the left side of the body. Breathing into the left side of your lung. And coming all the way back to upright as we make our way into tabletop. And in tabletop, shoulders over wrists, Fingers open nice and wide, just pressing into the mat with your fingertips. Hips over knees, feet straight out behind you. And let's do a couple of cat-cows here, synchronizing with the breath. Inhaling into your cow and exhaling through to your cat. And then when you're ready, meeting back in tabletop, and let's make our way nice and slowly up into a downward dog, curling those toes. Pushing the hips back to the heels as you make your way up and pedal your legs to just get them warmed up and willing to stretch. Keeping that spine nice and long, gaze towards the belly button. And when you're ready, coming to stillness. One more breath here. And then let's walk those feet up to meet the hands. Bending the knees, coming all the way up to stand. Having those feet hip width apart. Equal weight on both feet, standing up nice and tall, raising those arms up over the head. Clasping the fingers, finding that length and openness in the spine. And then bringing the hands, the palms together over your head. Raising the gaze. Let's take a sun salute on each side. Sweeping through, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And lengthening the spine or halfway lift. And forward fold. And let's step the right leg back for a low lunge. Taking it through to your plank. And we'll take 3 breaths here in plank, keeping the softness in the elbows. Coming down on your knees and feet, keeping the elbows in, bringing the chest down and then the belly. And let's rise up with the forehead and the chest to your baby cobra. And pushing on up into your downward dog. Taking 3 breaths here. And then let's raise that right leg up and step it through, low lunge. Making sure your arms are going up past your ears. And then stepping through to your forward fold. Bending the knees, coming all the way up. Palms together, raise the gaze. And forward fold. Lengthening the spine, a halfway lift. And forward fold again. And let's step the left leg back. Low lunge. Arms past the ears. And taking it through to your plank. And coming down, knees and feet. Chest and belly, you're lifting up into your baby cobra. And pushing on up into downward dog. 3 breaths here. And raising that left leg out behind you, let's step it through. Low lunge. Taking it into your forward fold. And bending those knees, coming all the way up to stand, bringing those hands into prayer at the chest, and let's take it to the long side of the mat. Having those legs open, about 3 hip widths apart, toes pointing to the front. Let's take it into a forward fold here. Hinging at the hips, softness in the knees, bend them if you need to, work with your body. As you come down into a nice deep forward fold here. And then bending the knees to rise up. And as you come up, let's swivel on this right foot to turn it to the top of the mat. Turning this left foot slightly to the front. Bending the right knee so it's over the right ankle. So remember, we want to watch where that knee is. It might fall in or out depending on your knee's preferences, but try to control it and keep it directly over your ankle. Bringing those arms out into a T. So the whole body is facing this long side of the mat. Arms in a T. Soften the shoulders. And then just turn the gaze over that right arm. Engaging the core as you exhale. One more breath. Reaching forward, windmill down, triangle. Keep the bend in the knee. And gaze upwards, keeping that knee over the ankle. One more breath. And then bringing this right arm onto that right thigh as we take it into a side angle, drawing this left arm up past the ear. Let that gaze look up towards the ceiling.
And then let's bring both hands down onto the mat, shifting the weight into the right leg as we raise that left leg up, keeping that foot parallel with the mat. So our hips are nice and open, ideally stacked on top of each other. You can step that right hand out a little bit further if you want to take your left hand up, and it can come either onto your hip or raising it up. And your half moon, taking one more breath here. And then letting that left leg come down as we come back to the long side of our mat. Legs open nice and wide, arms in a T, and once again folding forward here. Bringing the hands onto the legs and just deepening that fold. And bending the knees as you rise up, taking it to the other side. So turning that left foot to the back of the mat, turning the right foot in, getting the knee over the ankle into your warrior two. Just watch where your shoulders are, that they're still over your hips. So sometimes we tend to let the body just come a little forward in this pose. We want to keep it nice and erect so the shoulders are still over the hips. And then we're reaching forward and coming into our triangle, keeping this bend in the knee. Gaze and chest looking upwards. And bringing that left arm onto the left thigh as you draw the right arm all the way past the ears. One more breath here. And let's take it into our half moon on this side. So bringing both hands down to get yourself into position, shifting the weight into the left leg, raising the right leg up. And then when you feel ready for it, you can begin to raise the right arm up. One more breath. And then bringing that right foot down, coming all the way back up into your star shape here. And folding forward for a breath. Rising up, bringing this right foot to the front of the mat. Turning the left foot in, getting into your warrior one, taking a breath. Reaching forward into your triangle for a breath. And taking it through to your extended side angle. Shifting that weight to the right leg and getting into half moon for a breath. Stepping that left leg down, coming back to the center of the mat. Forward fold for a breath. rising up. Warrior two with your left leg to the front. Reaching through for your triangle. And your extended side angle. And taking it into your half moon. Bringing the right leg down, coming back to the long side of the mat, arms in a T, and then stepping it up to the top of the mat, raising those arms up, sweeping them down, forward fold. And from here, making your way into tabletop and swinging around to come onto your back with your knees bent. Softening into your mat here, activating your feet as we push up into a bridge. Taking 2 more breaths here, keeping those hips nice and high, the feet nice and active. And then lowering down onto the mat and hugging those knees into your chest, taking a little sway from side to side. And then when you're ready, coming to stillness again, let those feet come down onto the mat, legs come out long. And hands down, arms down on the mat with your palms facing upwards. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed it and are feeling the better for it. And now close your eyes, release the body. Letting go of your feet and your legs. Letting go of your glutes and pelvis. Of the whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body. Chest and shoulders. Letting go of your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And taking time here for gratitude for whatever you're feeling particularly grateful for today. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose.
keeping your attention on your breath for the next few minutes.